It's Monday and I'm getting ready to go to the store. It's 8:15. I'm dressed, I'm ready to go, and I've done 2 loads of laundry, but that was a big help to me to do my towels yesterday. I guess before I go, I will put Poochie's outside. You want to go out? Hurry up. So, yesterday, Carly and I got home, and it was really early. It was like 11:20, something like that. Our guesstimated time on the GPS said 11:26, but we got home earlier than that. So I waited for a few hours. Harry went to go see his mom over at assisted living, and I was home alone. So I decided, you know, I might as well go ahead and wash some towels. That way my morning will be free and I can go to the grocery store. So I'm going to get everything I need for Thanksgiving, and it's regular grocery shopping week anyway, but I want to make sure I can get my turkey and just get everything done today for that. And what else? Oh, and I mopped my floors yesterday too, so I wouldn't have to do that today. So all my hardwoods are clean. My laundry room, I polished those. So laundry's done today. Going to the grocery store after I get everything put away. See what I have out there? My canner. Because I brought home 10 pounds of chicken. Real nice chicken breasts from the Amish. They're real thick chicken breasts too. So I'll get all of that put in pint jars. So 10 pounds, you're supposed to get a pound per jar. So anywhere between 9 and 10 pint jars of chicken. I will be canning today. I have my little bathroom over there to clean and just some light dusting because the house is still fairly clean. So that's really all I'm going to do today, but that's enough to keep me busy. So I'm going to get my dogs in here. Look at my car from driving in the snow. I'm going to have to get to a car wash and get this washed, but not anytime soon because it's too cold outside. But ugh, look at that. So I'm going to have to drive around with my car looking like that until it warms up a little bit and I can go to a car wash. So I tried cleaning off the back of my window with some windshield wiper fluid, and it iced up back there. So yeah, speaking of the car wash, I won't be able to wash this car until hopefully much later in the week. We have that storm, what is it called, Boreas, that's out in like Texas and the south right now, and it's moving like northeast. But all those other states are going to be affected with snow and wintry mix. Most of Pennsylvania will get snow, except us, as usual. Sometimes we miss a lot of these storms that come at us because I guess we're so close to the ocean. When that colder air is coming and has a lot of moisture, you know, the rest of the state, they can get snow. But the closer that you get to the ocean, and the ocean, you know, the Atlantic has warmer air pressure, if you will, sometimes it will push all of that colder stuff to the north of us and to the west of us. We'll get it sometimes. Usually it's the storms that come out of the south part, like coming up from Florida, sometimes from the Gulf of Mexico, you know, and then if it meets a cold pressure, we can get, you know, some snow from that. So it's cold, I know that. They said we're supposed to get mostly rain from Storm Boreas and possibly like wintry mix. And I saw on the Weather Channel today, hang on a second. I saw on the Weather Channel this morning all those cars like out in Oklahoma and places like that where they were sliding all over the road. Felt sorry for those people. So I'm just glad that I'm home today, tomorrow, Wednesday, as this storm is, you know, moving through the country the way that it is. Like I said, tomorrow and Wednesday is supposed to be the worst for it coming up our way. And I'm glad that I wasn't leaving either Tuesday or Wednesday to come home, because if you saw my vlog of us coming home yesterday, we hit snow in Altoona. Up in that direction on the Weather Channel, it showed that those people up in that part of the state are supposed to get, I think it's like 8 to 12 inches of snow. So I'm glad that I don't have to drive and all of that. And I wanted to give a quick update. Some people might know, well, you'll know if you watch the one vlog when I was at my mom's. I mentioned it Saturday morning, that Carly and I got on the road late because I had to go to the emergency room with Brian, and I had to wait there just to make sure things were okay with him first, and then with my husband. And I'm glad that my husband came to relieve me because I wouldn't have been able to have left on Friday, because Brian and Harry did not leave the hospital till 8 o'clock that night. And by that point, I was like halfway to my mom's. So he was just complaining of a bad headache. He came home and he was actually crying. And that's not like Brian to do that. He's going to be 21 on Wednesday. He's, you know, a normal guy that, you know, we don't cry, that sort of thing. And he was holding his head, and he was talking about this excruciating headache that he had. And he just had a tooth pulled so that he wouldn't have to have a root canal. And he was saying, this hurts worse than when my tooth was aching. So I got concerned about it because I know of 3 people that had aneurysms, and only one of those people lived. Aneurysms are nothing to mess around with, and the big sign that you possibly could have an aneurysm is like a constant headache that does not go away. It only continues to get worse, and even if you take like a strong ibuprofen or painkillers or whatever, that it doesn't relieve the pain. And he had taken something for the pain earlier, a couple hours earlier, and it did nothing for him. He said it was getting worse. So, long story short, he had a severe sinus infection that was just kind of like trapped there, because his nose wasn't runny or anything to, you know, let all of that start coming down out of his head. So it was just kind of like all trapped there. So they gave him some medicine to kind of unblock that. And he said the first time that he sprayed the nasal stuff that they gave him, he said almost immediately he felt like a pop in his head, and now everything is starting to drain out. So that's what that problem was, and I'm glad that it wasn't an aneurysm. Like I said, I've known of 3 people that have had them, and 2 didn't live. So those are nothing to be messing around with. So I'm almost to the store. What are you doing, Lucy? Okay, my house is a bit tore up at the moment, and I haven't really vlogged since I've been home from the grocery store, and I will tell you why. Let's have a walk through and look at my house. So, I washed clothes this morning, but these were clothes that I needed to line dry, and they're dry, so they're folded. That's my sweater I wore out. So all of this goes upstairs with my boots and that when I go upstairs. And I have a box over there because I have another box over there with some things that I'm not going to show, but I am doing a box exchange and with 2 different people. And I will do a video and show what I put in those boxes that are the same. And when I get my boxes, I'll open them, and that's how I'll do it. When I get the box to show you guys what I get, that's when I'll show you what I put in their box. But anyway, do you hear this lovely sound? My pressure canner is going. And so it's been doing this for about the last 4.5 hours now. I'm canning chicken. So that was one reason for not really vlogging today, because who wants to hear that in the background, you know? So I have 3 more minutes. It's 3:05. So this is going to go away. That's bubble wrap. That will go in the last box. And I have 2 canning jars that are washed and waiting till my husband comes home. He's going to bring me more raisins. So in addition to canning my chicken today, and I have this out because this is my jar sealer. I've been sealing jars all day. I think Lucy wants to go out. Come on. And it's very cold out. It was like 20-some degrees all day. So anyhow, here's chicken. These are cool enough now I can move them. So I got 6 here, and I have 5 in the canner. So that was 11 pounds of chicken that I canned. And this is leftover pizza that I brought back with me. And here's some jars. I have 3 that are empty. These I put coconut in. Okay, so what I did with my jar vac, I have one of those Seal-A-Meals, and it has the hose attachment with the little jar thingy, so you can, you know, vacuum pack, really, or I guess that's what it's called, with your jars. And I took a whole box downstairs that had quart jars, and there was 12. This holds 6, this holds 9, but the quart ones that I had taken downstairs holds 12. And 11 of those jars I filled with nothing but all assorted kinds of chocolate chips. Milk chocolate chips, semi-sweet chocolate chips, the little mini semi-sweet chocolate chips, butterscotch chips, white chips. So I vacuum packed all of that, and I was able to do 1 jar. This is a quart-sized jar of raisins. I only had 1 bag of the dark chocolate chips, and this isn't semi-sweet. This is the dark ones. And so I put that in there, and then these are 2 quarts, which is half of a gallon. These are the little chocolate melts that you use when you're baking like candy, like for example, if you made like peanut butter balls, or we call them Buckeyes, the little peanut butter balls, and you dunk them in the chocolate, you know what I'm saying, or coconut balls, you dunk them in chocolate. Those are the melting chocolates. And I have more that I still have to vacuum pack, but I need more jars. So anyway, that's what I did, and that took quite some time to do that. And I had some coconut, like I was saying, so I got 4 jars of coconut. And when you vacuum pack these things, they last longer. I think like chocolate chips, I think they say that they could last up to a year. Oh good, this is finally done. They can last up to a year in your pantry. But if you do the jar vac and you seal them in there, you can get like several years, and they won't go bad at all. They won't get that white powdery stuff on it or anything. So anyway, let me take this off. That is so loud, I know. And so that's why I wasn't going to walk about my house doing all of this today, vlogging. And my husband's going to be off starting tomorrow till next Monday. So for the rest of the week for Thanksgiving. And I don't like having that going even when he's home, you know, just because it's loud, you know. Want him to have a relaxing vacation. So anyway, I'm going to do my quick little segment here of packing this gift box, so that that's done, because gift boxes and cards go out to the mail on Wednesday. So I want to get this house back in order before dinner. So we're back and tidied up. I guess I'll just leave this. I think my stove's cooled down quite a bit, but I will put this on the other side. So I have my kitchen all cleaned, and I have all my laundry done. So I got 2 towels that I've been using all day, so it's time to put these in the hamper. And for dinner today, I don't have to cook because there's still leftover scalloped potatoes and ham and ziti. And Brian's already eaten. He won't be back to eat for the rest of the day. He goes out with his friends usually all the time. So it's just really me, Harry, and Adam. That's why there's so much food left over from when I made it before I left. So I vacuumed. There's only one thing I didn't do. Before I go upstairs, I need to clean my bathroom down here. And then I'm going to carry my things upstairs that I showed you. And then after dinner tonight, I will vacuum, seal my raisins that Harry's bringing home. And then I can take those jars, and because the raisins will go in there, I can put all of that downstairs. And then I'm going to be breaking all this week. It's Harry's vacation, so I know one day we're going to try to do some Christmas shopping. Oh, and I think tomorrow, not sure, but I think tomorrow, we're going to go to a furniture store, Raymore and Flanagan. They have these really nice leather couches. And if you watch my videos all the time, you know that we've been wanting new couches for in here. This couch, we got this when we first moved to Chicago in 1997, and the matching wing chairs are in the study over there. But we're just tired of this. And this couch, it used to be a sectional. And we, when my mother-in-law moved in, it was a whole fiasco because we got one of her couches, and then we had it upstairs in our office, and the white one that's in our living room, that was from her living room. And so this couch used to be in the living room. So it's just been a big couch swap all over the house. So anyhow, yeah, that's going to go. And when we lived in Chicago, probably about 2 years before we moved, and that was in 2007, we bought this, and it was a sectional. And the other piece used to be over here before we put this one down. And you can see over here, see where it's like tan color? That's because the other part of the couch is supposed to come down this way. And that means the other part that attached to it, it sits up high so that, you know, it's the backing to sit down and all that, because it's high back. So it's posed the problem for rearranging furniture in here. That's why I have my furniture arranged the way that I do. I tried putting this couch down here with this chair over here. And you couldn't watch, the person sitting in that chair wouldn't have been able to watch TV because this back is so high. So when we get those new couches, and I hope that they have 2 of them, and they're leather, what I'm going to do, how I have my couch and, my chair and ottoman here, this chair and ottoman are going to match in that corner. So the windows, because the windows are the same, okay? There's another one that's over there. So anyway, so you'll have the chairs there, and then we'll have one leather couch down that way and one leather couch down that way. And this area rug, I think I've mentioned many times that it's so old, it's been cleaned so many times that the fibers are kind of, ruined on it, and it just shows everything. You can't even keep it clean anymore. Even vacuuming, it just shows everything. And this was just a cheap rug that I put in here when I redid my kitchen. So when we get our new couches, if we go tomorrow and we pick them out, obviously they're going to have to be delivered one day this week, which means we're going to have to go to Lowe's. And I've already picked out 2 carpets, one that's going to go in the family room and another one down here. And I was thinking about getting actually a longer, this is I think 5x7. The other size, like that's in there in my other rooms, they're 8x10, so it will come out more. And I'm going to do that because this chair and table set, it looks like it's sitting on a little island because this kitchen is so big. And I'm tired of this rug because it moves all over the place, and I didn't want to get a runner because that looks, you know, if you're going to have a runner next to the carpet, you might as well just bring the carpet out. You see what I'm saying? And then have it down that way. My husband was like, yeah, but isn't it going to get dirty? Well, so this gets dirty, and a runner would get dirty. You know, I clean them as periodically as I can because I have a carpet cleaner. But yeah, this carpet, it's too small. It's like the table and the chair, it just fits on it. And this floor is all tore up over all in here and what the carpet is covering. That was from the people that had this house before us. That their dog did that, clawing, I guess, maybe to go outside or whatever. That needs to all be sanded down. All the floors need to be sanded down. But anyway, that's my carpet situation and my couch situation. And hopefully it's going to be rectified here pretty soon, because I told my husband I want to get 2 new couches before the end of the year. And I let him go ahead and pick them out. He wants leather because we let our dogs on the furniture, and this way they won't poke their nails through. That's why we have a little blanket I keep over there, because they have worn that, and they're starting to wear this too. So Ellie gets up there all the time. No, not Ellie, Chloe. And her sister Ellie used to get up there all the time, and it's fine. So leather is the way we're going. So now, what do I have to do? Oh, I got to clean this bathroom, and then I got to go upstairs and get to my bath, put my clothes away, and get to my jammies on. So I will see you guys tomorrow.